Am I the a-hole for telling my friend's girlfriend that her insecurities is not my problem? Some background. I, 29F, used to know Tom, 30M, years ago. We were acquaintances as teenagers, and though we briefly dated at 16, it wasn't serious, and we stayed on neutral terms whenever we ran into each other. A few years later, when we were in our early 20s, I bumped into him at a nightclub, and he introduced me to his then-girlfriend, Alex. From the moment we met, Alex was noticeably cold toward me. She barely spoke, made passive-aggressive comments about my appearance, and created an uncomfortable tension. Sensing the awkwardness, I made my exit. Tom later messaged me to apologize for how she acted, but I brushed it off. I didn't think much of it, as we weren't close anyway. Since then, I've occasionally run into them at different social events, and Alex's attitude toward me has never changed. She has made snide remarks in passing, whispered about me to others while I was nearby, and has generally gone out of her way to be hostile anytime we're in the same space. I've always ignored it because, as far as I was concerned, whatever problem she had with me wasn't my issue. Now to last weekend, I was out with some friends when I saw Alex and Tom at the same venue. Tom came over to say hello and make small talk, and almost immediately, Alex stormed over. Without even greeting me, she shoved her ring in my face and made a pointed comment about how I definitely couldn't have him now. I laughed and told her I never wanted him in the first place, but I was happy for them. That only made things worse. She started raising her voice, accusing me of trying to get attention for years, making assumptions about me, and throwing out personal insults. When she finally finished, I asked if she was done and told her that I had never done any of the things she was accusing me of. I also made it clear that I didn't care about her or Tom and, most importantly, that she needed to stop making her personal insecurities my problem. She looked like she was about to respond, so I added that she also needed to stop being jealous of me because there was no reason for it. At that point, she excused herself and left the room, with Tom following after her. Before he left, he told me I didn't need to say all that. My friends thought my response was blunt but justified. Well, some mutuals later told me I was too harsh and should have been more understanding because she's obviously insecure. Now, I'm wondering, was I too harsh? Am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. She was unnecessarily aggressive and plain fucking rude about it all for there to be any issue with calling her bullshit out in the way you did. And like you say, her insecurities aren't your problem.
Not the a-hole, but you know he's told her some lies about you, right? Probably that the relationship was more serious than what it was, or that you still actively want him back, or both. She's insecure and her behavior is unjustified, but I don't think she's doing this unprompted. Not your issue either way, but I don't trust Tom.